So in this video I'll be replacing a couple seals on the gearbox for my milling machine and also a seal for the spindle. So let's get right into it. What I'm going to do here on the gearbox is to replace that seal and the seal behind this because they are leaking. And then I have to get rid of this, but this shaft here is all scored. You can't pull that off, so I have to file this down here though. Yes. There we go. That wasn't too bad. It was some burrs that was like sticking up. That's what I filed away there. Now let's just sit the screw in there. Oh, there we go. That just comes off there. Now I have to get rid of that key. That's not gonna work. There's some vice grips here with a slide hammer. So let's see if this works. But it seems very stuck. Let's try again. Oh! Nope. Let's try this one instead. That's it. Screw was a lot looser. Let's see if we can get that key out at least. No. So I got a couple nuts welded on here, and now they doesn't just rip off because I'm just done. I just want to get these out now, and I'm gonna have to get some new ones, but that's a later problem. Let's see if this works. This also got some heat in the keys there, so it might help something loosen up in there. There we go. That was still really in there. Oh, there we go. Now we can finally get to these seals in here. And I'm gonna take this off. This lid, or what it's called, I don't know, but and take a look inside the gearbox so everything is fine in there. Because if it breaks in a while, it's gonna be a lot of work to get that out. And I could just take a look at it now. There you go. That's the old gasket there. That seal looked pretty hard. But it is a rubber seal though. If it would have been like really, really old, could be a leather seal. Not too bad. Yeah, definitely pretty hard though. There's the bearings there. Let's take a look in here now. Or not. Take this cover off. See if we can get this apart here. Let's see if we can get this gasket off without breaking it. And I'm gonna try to reuse this old gasket because I don't want to mess up these here. If I get rid of this gasket, these go further down and they might hit in here because those arms there, you pull those back and forth and decide where this gear is going to be. And it's another one for this. So if I drop this down, it might mess something up, I don't know. I'm just going to put some sealant on this gasket to reuse it probably. That. Try to dump this oil out. Now I think it's sit and drain there for a minute. So let's remove the seal here. Oh, if this works. No. Just sliding off. I don't think that's gonna work. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this seal knocked out now. That thing was tight in there. See if it goes better doing it this way either way. There we go. It's almost damaged all the way through there. And while we're knocking out seal, we can just knock these out here too. So, well, I don't really know where to start here because I don't really know where I left off, kind of. Because the last thing you saw was probably around 2 months ago. And don't ask me why it took so long to get to this, but I've been working on other stuff and whatever. But I'm back with this 2 months later. And then it took a bit of extra time because, well, I was gonna put this together here a few days ago. But I forgot these here arms. So like your gear was covering the seal up, and I thought when I was gonna put this together, I thought, isn't a seal under there? So I took these out, and of course it's a seal under there. But we got some seals here now, and some other things too. So that's all good now. So let's pop these seals out and get the new ones in. Let's see if it works with a hammer here. I think that's just the rubber disappearing there. Yeah. So the camera doesn't want to focus, but I'm just using a punch that is just a bit tapered. So when I'm hitting, it's kind of sliding. Yeah. Kind of grabbing the seal. That's 2 seals. So these parts here have a very sharp edge, so it's easy to... It's hard to get the seal in, and this one has some little piece sticking out there too, so I'm gonna take the die grinder here and bevel that a little. So I got this beveled here, and I got a couple new seals here. So let's see if we can put these in. Just to work your way around, trying to not get them in crooked. It's going in pretty good there. You can just take a socket and put on top of the seal and bang on the socket instead of the seal. It's in there pretty good now. Looks so good in there. Nice and flush with the edge there. So let's just do these other ones. And I'm not sure about this small one here. It goes in, if you get it straight, it goes in quite easy. It goes in too easy, almost. Just put it in there. And I don't know. I don't know if I should seal it up with something or what. I think it'll still seal. Sure, hope it will at least. Seems to be pretty tight still. That looks pretty good to me. At least these two are fine. This one, I don't know. It's like it's stuck in there, but it's still kind of loose. I don't know. Oh, we'll see. I hope it works. And then I took all these covers off too, and I'm just gonna put some Hylamar on that to seal it up, because it maybe was sealed up, but you know, I'm in here now, and why not do it? So that should be all good, because I think, especially the bottom one, I think it was leaking a bit. So, well, I mean, it's not much more work to do it. So I think that's about it. Just to put some Hylamar around here and screw it together. Let it dry a couple minutes before we put it together though. And then this thing here, these seals, I mean, they fit in here, but they're way too loose. So I'm gonna also put some Hylamar around here, ready to seal that up. They maybe would seal, they are not there, but I'm just, it's extra safety, I'm gonna put that on there. And they are just for these shafts that is rotating, so it's probably fine, but yeah, I think that should be good. And they won't spin in there, I think. No, that will be tight enough, so it won't spin either. So, and that's the problem, these are probably metric, no, imperial, an imperial measurement. So this is 30 mil, and it should be like 30.1 or something like that. And I couldn't get it in the right size. That's probably the same problem right here. It should be just a hair larger than this is, so yeah. But so far I have worked on a bit of this stuff, old stuff, and usually I can find seals that works. I think this will work fine. So let's get putting this together. little quick tip here, if you're gonna put on some seals on a shaft that has a step in it, like I have here, just put a little tape over it, like I have done there. And especially if you put a little oil on the seal, it slides over that step real easy. You could have a really hard time getting it over there if you don't, but yeah, it works great just putting a little tape over there. So it's the next day here. This all looks pretty nice and good here. Should get rid of the tape there, but whatever. Here, it's a little problem. These sits in here, and then they go down, and then I thought these flange here sits against the edge here, or against this part here, but it does not. This thing sits against the seal, and now the seals I could get was like 7 millimeters or something, and it should be 10. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make a little washer, and this thing fits good, but it's like 1/2 mil too thick or something, so I'm gonna have to make some. So. Here's how I figured out how thick the washer is going to be. I put this together, it should be. Then I just used a few feeler gauges here. Just figured out, put them together, a few different ones here, so it fits into there. A little bit of play. And that's ending up being a little bit over 2 millimeters. And I don't have a DRO, so I'm just gonna guess I'm set that on the calipers here, and I'll just put that like that, and put it so it's a little bit of gap, because I can always cut that way a little bit. I can't cut, you know, can't make a bigger one, a thicker washer. When I started cutting here, I think that should be good. So let's see if it works. So I cleaned these up a little here. Now they fit perfectly here. This one is a little loose, I think, but this one is probably perfect. I think it will work perfectly either way. So let's install these here. You can see they go down, and they should be, well, I don't know how far down they should be, but the right amount, I suppose. So these should just fit like that. Now I hope both of these should be the same, which I think they should be, but I don't know. Gonna pop little bit of grease on both of these so it slides easier on the washer there. I'll put a little bit of grease in here. Not gonna hurt anything. There we go. Pop both of these in. Should be good. And now, that's the problem. I don't really remember how these go together. So I'm gonna have to look at some pictures. So I didn't find a picture on the phone. Some stupid reason, but whatever. I think I can figure out how these go together either without a picture. Let's rotate this a little here. Just pop this on. And these tapered pin in here. That should be there, and then this one should go like that. I think that's how it's meant to be. Maybe. I don't know. Let's hope that's right. I suppose we should test it. This should go that way. Now just the problem getting these lined up here. That one seems to go in the right place, and that one seems to be doing the same. So that actually seems to go together the right way. Perfect. Just get some Hylamar to seal this up and screw it back together. That's all the seals replaced, and now I shouldn't have any more leaks. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.